All right, I think this is an important concept to go over, what I call resisting the out throw. I don't really talk a lot about shallowing the shaft so much. I talk about resisting the out throw, and I'll talk to you about what that really means to me. So we have backswing rotation. So the club rotates in the backswing direction. It rotates and actually kind of moves laterally as it rotates on this arc up the line. On the way down, that club now rotates the opposite way to square the club, create speed on the way through. So backswing, downswing rotation. My trail arm is assisting that backswing rotation going back, but then I wanted to actually resist the downswing rotation initially so we can get this handle down along this arc far enough before this club head starts to throw out. Most players that struggle, they get to the top, they create the backswing rotation, and then they don't resist that downswing rotation. That downswing rotation starts to happen sooner than it should, and as a result, the club gets thrown out, the body starts having to react differently to compensate just to create a functional path, and we start to get a lot of impact alignments that start to get off. Shaft lean, face angle, actually controlling trajectory, making solid contact. So really important to understand how to resist that out throw on the way down. How we're using the trail arm on the way down to actually resist this out throw. And I think there's three things that I look for when I'm trying to teach resisting the out throw. I'm looking for an elbow first throwing motion, trail side bend, and trail wrist extension. And I think it's a combination of those things along with how your body's orientating itself that are really gonna give you that feeling that you can resist that out throw. So I have my workstation, my setup station again. I'm gonna set up, square everything off, and now really start to work on feeling, okay, here's my backswing rotation. Get a feeling for that, get that to the top. Now on the way down, I'm really gonna start to work on moving my body. I'm shifting my body. I feel like my trail leg is starting to push at an angle where it's pushing my body laterally towards the target, but I'm really working hard on getting this feeling like, okay, on the way down, elbow first, this trail side bend, and that trail wrist extension. And the combination of those things really help me feel like I can resist this out throw to the club to get the handle again down along this arc far enough before the club pitches out. One of the scariest things I think I saw in 3D, scary for me just to comprehend initially, was where the low point is in the hands and the body on the downswing for good players. And it's somewhere around right here. Like their low point with their hands and their sternum is about right here in the downswing. And then from there, everything starts to gradually rise up and release out where they need to do it to actually hit the shot. But that allows them to have those stronger impact alignments. Whereas most players don't resist that out throw, then at impact, either they have to ride it out, save it, or the club head just passes the hands and they have really weak impact positions. So let's get an idea for this. Let's really understand how we're gonna get the handle down the line, how we're gonna use the trail arm to resist this out throw. And resisting the out throw is nothing uncommon. You've probably felt this throwing a ball. Like I'm sitting here throwing a ball, in order to get my body to reorientate itself, move towards the target, shift, create enough force, my right hand, my trail hand is gonna resist this out throw. It's gonna stay back in extension long enough to reposition my body, move it, so now I can create that acceleration. We're doing the same thing here. My trail arm on the way down, as my body starts to reorganize itself and create force and speed, it's gonna resist that out throw so I can get the club in a position, get my body position, that now when I do throw it out, I match those alignments up, and now I have better impact position. So let's not really think about shallowing so much, let's think about resisting the out throw. We resist the out throw, we're gonna create that shallowing look, but in a more functional way, really all about controlling the handle.